Hey guys, welcome to today's LEGO showcase where I'll be taking a look at my LEGO Pirates of the Caribbean Black Pearl MOC. So as you can see, this is the MOC here. It's quite large. I've just got the little whiteboard in the background because that helps with the lighting a bit, otherwise it goes all weird quality. But yeah, so this is the MOC that I've created using obviously the pieces from the original set released back in 2011, I believe it was. But I don't know, I just wasn't a big fan of the actual set itself, so I sort of just added onto it how I saw fit. So here's the plaque that I've created with this Black Pearl. I've just created this little stand to be able to fit Captain Barbossa and Captain Jack Sparrow himself. So as you can see, you just got some descriptions and details about the ship on the plaque and stuck it onto a regular plaque that you get in any other UCS set. So yeah, I'm really happy with it, how this looks, and it looks amazing on display alongside the ship. So here's another closer sort of look at the Black Pearl itself. So basically, I've just added a whole extra deck on top and a whole extra basement of sort of the captain's cabin. It's a couple studs wider, I think, than the original set. Yeah, so I would have obviously made it a bit larger, or, you know, there's lots of stuff I could have done differently, but just due to restrictions of certain pieces, I've had, you know, this is the best I could do to my ability with what I had in my collection, because obviously I could have had more cannons and, you know, smoothed out a lot of parts more, but overall, from the pieces that I have, I'm very, very pleased with how it turned out. And we'll take a look now at the interior of it, which I made sure you can take apart easily. Alrighty, so this is the mess it comes in as you take it apart. Don't mind the mess on the side and stuff, it's just very limited with room at the moment and space and time, so yeah, this is the only place I could do it. But yeah, so these are all the parts sort of comes apart in. I made sure it was easy to take apart. I've tiled this all off here. You know, I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out. So here's the interior of, you know, it's nothing absolutely groundbreaking, or, you know, but I just threw some details in there, just custom built some little cannons in there to be able to stick out like that, because I didn't have enough of the actual cannons it comes with. Yeah, so I just filled it up a lot in there, and I made sure there's just room for a couple of figures, which I don't have any figures in there at the moment, obviously. Little stairway to go into sort of the basement of the captain's quarters basement. So I've just added, you know, Captain Jack's compass, just a couple of random bits and pieces, maps, and, you know, then what I'm really impressed with is the way the back sort of came together, how I sort of custom made that tilt to the window part at the back. Very, very, very proud of that and how that turned out. Yeah, so this obviously just is the front part there. I don't really know how to describe that, but it's just got a couple of little crate with some swords and gun holster. So basically, I think this part, when you're putting it together, comes on first. So that would go on first. I made sure that just slots on nicely. And then I believe this part here, actually it probably goes on first, but that slides in there like that. So yeah, and then you get the other sails, and you put them, just slot that on there like that. Some very, sorry about the dodgy camera work here. But yeah, we'll just take a look at the cabin now. So here's a look at the cabin, on the captain's quarters. It's kind of similar to the actual set, but I sort of just filled it out a bit more. I think it's a couple studs wider. I just sort of used my imagination, put a little sort of tile area a bit there, I don't know, fish plates, you know, made my own sort of seat there. It's not exactly accurate to the film, obviously, but I just sort of used my own imagination, like I said, which I think is important when creating MOCs. But as long as you get sort of the main feel for the actual whatever it is you're making. Yeah, so that just slots on there nicely. Beautiful. And then this here, very similar design to the original set, but just decked it out a little bit more, nothing fancy, extended it a little bit. Slots on top of there. And then it all comes together nicely like that. So, and the plaque as well. Beautiful. So I'll just show you now where I have it on display. Alrighty, so here's the where I have it on display, just on top of my glass cabinets. I've kind of just put it all together with similar looking sets, just so it sort of matches together. And then I've got other sets in the cabinet which I can do some showcases a bit later. But yeah, that's how it looks up there, give or take, you know, adjust it a little bit. But I'm just really happy with how the plaque looks with it too. Yeah, so this gives you an idea what it looks like and how I want to display. I think it's just more filled out than the original set, which I really like. But this can give you a right idea. Don't mind my dog in the background. Yeah, please give me any feedback, any constructive criticism, questions, anything you guys want. Please let me know. You know, I'm open to doing certain format of reviews and whatnot. So thanks guys for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.